Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking the new Anniversary Legend 8.5th Anniversary Part 2 unit, being Superclass ZORO, into the Forest of Training Magnetic. We're actually getting a no-stall run done, another no-stall run for the Magnetic Forest. This is my third team that actually does this, but my second team that actually uses like a non-hybrid system. So that was the team at the beginning. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Obviously, I've kind of passed that point, but ZORO has a lot of power. He has so much goddamn power that I think people are going to really underestimate how powerful this unit is. Now, obviously, he does need a lot of support with his subs, but he does have a lot of very, very good units under him, namely something like Roger Whitebeard. Now, Roger Whitebeard, if you can put Roger Whitebeard on a team as a sub, like, you're going to have good success. And with ZORO being a slasher and a free spirit character, and a slasher free spirit booster, you can not only use something like Roger and Whitebeard on the team, but you can also use something like Super Tandem Luffy all on the same team, and you can do some really like crazy shenanigans. Now, I was trying a no-stall run with Super Tandem Luffy. I feel like that's probably going to be a little bit better for like big damage teams. But I ended up going with Hiyori. I could get to the final stage, I just couldn't get the damage on the final stage to actually just kill. But with Roger Whitebeard, their final tab being level 5 and stuff like that just makes things absolutely sicko mode. So not only do we have Whitebeard and Roger on this team, Whitebeard and Roger have the Whitey Bay support, the support rare recruit Whitey Bay. It's a very, very good support. Helps with hitting perfects. But we also have our Kazuna rare recruit Frankie, the unit that came out for the super boss against was it Shanks? Well, it might have been, it was probably Uta, but it was the free-to-play Shanks. This particular Frankie's very, very good for this because he can remove special bind, he can give you special cooldown. We then have Hiyori. Hiyori's great because she can remove bind and give us 1-0 orbs, which is very, very important for not only the stage that you use her on, but for the final stage as well. And then we have Kinemon Dendro. Kinemon Dendro, they're great with a great switchability for slashes. They're going to be a very good sub moving forward, but they can also remove defense up. Now, as you guys saw against Apu, this is where the content starts to get a little bit dicey. This is where things start to get a little bit spicy. And against Apu, we just use the special of the Aura Jackson. We can remove the paralysis, and we can basically just bink him from there. ZORO being a free spirit and a slasher booster means that utilizing the Aura Jackson is very, very powerful because you can just run free spirits, you can run slashes, and it's all working out pretty hunky-dory. Against the Fire Tank Pirates, Beej, is it Grotty and Vito? I can't really remember their names, but utilizing Zoro's 1 million fixed damage to go through normal attacks only, goes through, like, doesn't go through defensive effects, I don't think, because it doesn't go through barriers. But it definitely goes through, like, damage reduction threshold. We can kill the 2 units in the back, easily take out Beej, and then move on to this next stage against Rogue. Now, Rogue has 5 turns of defense up, and that's where Kinemon and Dendro come in. They basically just bink this stage very, very easily, and then we can move on to the next stage against Heat and Wire. I actually remember their names now. How good's that? They give us a full board of negative orbs, 4 turns of special seal, and 3 turns of special rewind, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be something like 4 turns of special rewind. It's very, very annoying. They also have barriers, strength barrier for Heat, a int barrier for Wire. But with our team composition, we can actually get them orbs we need because they rotate our orbs into negative orbs. So as you can see, ZORO can break the barrier there. We can actually break the barrier of Wire as well, but with Frankie, he has barrier pen, so you can actually utilize that to your advantage. And as you guys saw, I actually stockpiled 1-0 orbs on Frankie and Hiyori for pretty much the entire run till this particular point as well. Because Hiyori, you start with a full board of 1 orbs, which makes her so good under ZORO as well. On the killer stage, he has 5 turns of damage reduction. You can only use 1 special here, and that's where ZORO, our friend Captain ZORO, comes into play once again. We can remove the damage reduction. It all works out pretty hunky-dory there. And then we can move on to stage 16. Yes, we are already at stage 16. It's actually wild. We get a full board of block orbs here. We get 5 turns of bind on 2 random units. If Hiyori gets binded, just close the app, reload it, and then you'll be fine. But Hiyori's going to remove the bind. She also rotates the block orbs into Wano slots, and she locks them, which is awesome. So that means we can use them on the next stage as well. As you guys have been seeing as well, I've started switching with Roger and Whitebeard pretty much every stage since the Fire Tank stage. However, I think I did skip 1 stage, but you guys have to check the footage. It's very important that you keep in track of your Whitebeard Roger switches if you are trying this team. I don't think many people will be trying this team, but if you are trying this team, you need to make sure that you are keeping the switches in mind because you do need the super switch on the final stage. Moving on to stage 17, you got Basil Hawkins, X-Drake, and Page 1. They have 1 turn of defense up. Super freaking annoying, as well as giving us 3 turns of remove sound effects or special effects, and you can't use an attack boost here. However, you can use the superclass. The ZORO superclass is very, very powerful. 2.5 times attack boost to 2 classes, being Slashes and Free Spirits, which means our whole squad here gets a attack boost, and then switching with Whitebeard Roger gives us the orb boost. Moving into the King stage now, we get 3 turns of defense up, 4 turns of special ship bind, 3 turns of damage reduction and threshold applied to King, and we still can't hit like perfects through like remove sound effects. But Whitebeard and Roger, they can actually turn their orb boost or their attack boost. Ideally, with this setup, you are turning your attack boost into a 3 times attack boost. We can use our ZORO special to get rid of the defensive effects, and then because we have the support of Whitey Bay, we not only get a chain boost, but it makes it easy to hit perfects here, and it's quite important if you guys struggle to hit perfects, that you actually have that support, because this stage can be a bit annoying, but as you guys can see, we have plenty of damage there. Without the support, you should be fine if you actually hit those perfects. As you can see, too, with this particular team, we have a lot of very good matching orbs. We don't have strength, and we don't have dex orbs matching, but obviously for Hiyori and ZORO, the dex orbs are matching, which is super fun. We have tandem and recovery matching with our ship. We have int and psi matching with Roger, and we have quick with Kinemon Denjiro, but it works out really, really nicely because Zoro is a 5.4 times captain when you have a matching orb. On the Kaido stage, he is immune to psi units, but we're actually just going to use our super class of Zoro and the special of Kinemon Denjiro here. That way we can just bink this stage, move on to the final stage against Kid. Now, Kid gives us a full board of block orbs, and this is where I struggled the most with this run. Trying to get around the block orbs is very, very annoying, but thankfully, Whitebeard and Roger actually allow us to get a guaranteed Wano orb on themselves. Hiyori has the support of Odin. She just gets ready back in time for her special to be ready to go. And with her special, she can actually give 3 adjacent units Wano orbs. Now, if you really want to, you could probably move Kinemon Denjiro in the bottom slot. That'll give you another character with a Wano orb. And then, like, have Frankie in, like, where... Like, just basically switch Frankie and Kinemon Denjiro. However, it really didn't matter that much for this particular run, but it will give you a guaranteed other Wano orb, because like I said, Whitebeard Roger with their final tap will give themselves a Wano orb, and with their final tap adding 4.0 to the chain multiplier means they do a lot of damage, and obviously like heavily investing in a like Whitebeard Roger unit is definitely not a bad idea. They're one of the best units in the game. In my opinion, they are the best unit in the game, and without them, this particular run definitely would not be possible. In my eyes anyway. Look, I might be wrong there, and I'd love to be proven wrong. So if you guys have tried something like this, if you guys have done something like this, let me know in the comment section below. But while you're down there, don't forget to belt the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, and you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button for the no stall run utilizing the new superclass Zoro. Most importantly though, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!